All right, so it's now 1 o'clock on day 17 of Carnivore Diet 60 days. Posted a video earlier today and had said that I was going to try fasting today. So I haven't eaten anything since about 7:30 last night, and it's now 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I think I'm going to wait about 30 more minutes, and then I'm going to drink a cup of bone broth, and then I'll probably make some eggs and maybe a little something else for lunch. I'm not sure. But it hasn't really been that hard. So I think it's because I ate so much food last night. I wouldn't say that I'm still satiated, but I don't think I'm as hungry as I normally would have been if I hadn't eaten as much food as I did last night. So I'm thinking, I'll break the fast with some bone broth, and I'll eat some eggs, maybe get something else, and then try to have another big meal tonight and see how that's going to affect me tomorrow. I would love to get into the habit of not eating anything solid, at least until about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Maybe do like a 6-hour window, do that for a little bit, see what kind of results I'm getting, and then maybe go to one meal a day once I've transitioned into doing intermittent fasting. Because I'm literally going from eating as soon as I get to work to not eating until 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and it hasn't been bad today. So I think if I do a repeat of last night, eat plenty, and I ate until I was pretty stuffed last night. I think if I do a repeat of that and then just keep that ball rolling, over the next couple of weeks, whatever, I can get into the habit of not eating before 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's good. Usually when I do intermittent fasting, the first day is always the hardest, because that's the one where you're trying to break that routine, and that's the first day that I'm not doing that routine. So I think it's going to wind up being pretty good. Day 17, I'm doing intermittent fasting. And I'm thinking next week I'm probably going to switch over to the beef, bacon, butter, and eggs. So, which I'm basically doing right now. It'll just be official then. But anyway, it hasn't been that bad. I've had 2 cups of coffee, both decaf. I haven't had caffeinated coffee since sometime in late June, and now it's July 20th. So it's been maybe a month since I've had caffeinated coffee. So not doing too bad with that. I had 2 cups of coffee. I put a pat of butter in each one of them. And I'm not bloated like I normally am. So I'll take that all day long. So anyway, just a quick update if anybody cares. And, by the way, Alan and I'm horrible with my memory, totally blows. Alan and Steven been giving me some great advice over the last couple of days, and I want y'all to know that I really appreciate you keeping up with me, and all the advice that you've given me, I really appreciate it all, whether it's advice about my mindset or things that I should try, things that I should worry about, shouldn't worry about, cholesterol advice, blood pressure advice. You guys have both been giving me some really good advice, and I really appreciate it. The only thing that I'm learning, throughout this whole thing is stuff that I'm experimenting with on myself, or, advice from other people. And so I really appreciate the advice that Alan and Steven have given me. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. So anyway, that's it. Day 17. I fasted today.